Well, don't know what's going on here, but the guy in red, they got him spread, and looks like he's hooked up. He had a big old smile on his face. Oh, I'm assuming he might have had a cool beverage of some sort. You know, this is not too bad a place to have a cup of coffee in the morning. Now, that's what I'm talking about, right there. Strike a pose, Tommy, you little ham. She likes that Impala. Yes, she do. And the angel trumpet bloomed last night. How about that?
I hear some birds pretty upset. This guy's intimidating. Ooh, he's looking right at me.
Reckon he's a bluegrass type owl? Well, she's gone, not in a hurry. I'm sitting on top of the world.
Okay, all you internet gurus and master mechanics out there, got a question for you. I have my bearings pressed on to these axles, and for anybody that don't know, that's 57 Cadillac. And inside, this retainer that holds the whole works in, comes up against the bearing and bolts to the axle housing. You see in there, right there. Inside this retainer, if you look in there, you can see a flat piece of metal that springs. It's spring loaded. It's a spring, and on the end of that spring, on the end of that flat piece of metal, it's a spring like a miniature leaf spring. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a flat piece of metal, but it's got pressure on it. When you center this retainer on the bearing, it should be about there, puts pressure on the part of this apparatus inside that has a brush in it, as in brushes like the old generators had, brushes, you know, that are held down onto the armature with springs, and that's the material it appears to be. And when you center this, it puts pressure on that spring and holds that brush down, and it rubs on the axle. You can see kind of a clean place, smooth place in there where it runs. So what's it for? The only thing I can think of is some kind of grounding device, maybe. You know, the cars used to have a rubber strap on the bumper that would drag on the ground, and so you wouldn't get sparks when you touched it or touched the gas pump or whatever, I guess. But this way, the only way it could ground this axle to the housing is through the bearing itself, and that's full of grease, so probably wouldn't make real good contact. And then on the outside, you get this rubber O-ring, which would insulate it some from the housing, I guess. So there's that little brush in there, and I wish I could show you better, but I can't because it don't open up wide enough. But I can't show you how it's spring loaded, but you get the picture. It's brushes out on this end, and then on this end the metal is attached. That flat piece of metal is attached. It's kind of curved, actually. Gives it a little, oh, focus, come on, gives it a little spring action on that brush. It's the best way I can describe it. So I know there's one guy on YouTube that knows everything about everything, so I should get an answer. about what this is for. I'm just curious. My dad used to say, I don't know what it is, but it sure looks like a good one. And there's one on each side. There's one in there as well. And I'm doing this video with my phone, so sorry for the poor focus and the shakiness and all that. But anyway, thought that was a kind of a curious deal. And I wanted to let y'all in on it. So there we have it. Axles out of a 1957 Cadillac. And that is an 1 5/8. They're kind of like baseball bats. So, whoppers. Okay, that's enough about that. See ya.